Hi everyone, it's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, click the little blue button. We're going to try and get Sharpie out of a quilt.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified.
You heard me. We're going to try and get Sharpie out of a quilt. I picked up this quilt last year at a garage sale. It's been priced and in the shop, but it's not selling. And because I work vintage or picket fence too, and I get to hear what people say when I'm over there, it's because there's a little bit of ink on it. Somebody's grandma, I'm going to take this price tag off. When they made the quilt, put their initials on it in Sharpie marker. And I was at Junk Bonanza in the fall, my last time at Junk Bonanza, and I met the laundry guy. So I don't know if you know the laundry guy on Discovery, I think he's on, or is he on HGTV? Anyway, the laundry guy was there. Super nice fellow. And I had met him once before, so we had talked about like restoring vintage linens and cleaning them and different stuff. And he gave me some tips and tricks for that as well. That's going to be coming up. We're going to do a video on cleaning some of the vintage linen. So some of you have said, you know, how to get the brown stains out. And I can only show you what I've been told, and I can only show you what my grandma taught me. And that's what I'm doing, is that I do what my grandma taught me. And then I've added some little things that the laundry guy has showed me. And this is one of the things the laundry guy has showed me. This stuff is called Amadex. Amadex. Can you read it? Like, is it focusing? Amadex. You can get it on Amazon. And it's actually recommended by Sharpie as the product to get ink out of fabrics. Here's the best part. I was reading the instructions before we started this video. I know. So proud of myself. I was like a grown-up. I was reading the instructions. And it said that you could use this on porous material and let it sit overnight. So things like plastic, if it gets Sharpie on it. I have a Tupperware canister that somebody wrote on in Sharpie that I have not been able to get the ink off of. We're going to try that too, but that's going to take an overnight stay. We're going to do the quilt first and see how this works. So I'm going to get you guys positioned down so that you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to just show you what the instructions said I should do. And we're going to hope for the best. I don't know how old this is. I don't know how many times it's been laundered. I don't know if we even have a prayer of it coming out. But there's no harm in trying, because right now I can't unload this quilt. I mean, I could drop the price down to nothing and make it a craft quilt, but it's really pretty. So I'm hesitant to let someone cut this beautiful quilt up. There was only a couple worn pieces on the pattern that are gone, but in actuality, the quilt's in really good condition. The back of it is beautiful. The edging is still intact. None of the stitching has come undone. There's just a few of these panels that have worn out where they must have used like older fabrics. You know how like my grandma used to use old shirts or whatever fabric she had on hand to make the actual applique parts. So some of the applique pieces have worn away. But the quilt itself is in really great condition. So I don't want to drop the price down to nothing and then call it a craft quilt, because I really don't want anybody cutting it up. I think it's a beautiful piece, and we're going to do what we can to restore it first. And if all else fails, we can drop the price, right? So first things first, we're going to try what the laundry guy said. And he said, this is the thing. This is the ticket. So we're going to do it. Gosh, the hardest part is lowering the darn camera to be in a place where you can see it, because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. So I have a couple paper towels here, because the instructions do say to put paper towel to keep it from transferring. So it must take the ink and liquefy it, and it'll go through. And it did say to make sure it's color safe, but this quilt has been laundered, I'm sure. I don't remember what I used this on previously. I don't think it was Sharpie. But I don't even remember using it, to be honest. I have a feeling that my kid used it. Because when I opened it, it looks like it has ink on it. Can you see? And I'm like, well, that's probably not supposed to be like that. But it's got like a mascara brush. And it says to just rub it on. And then use the brush to kind of move it around. And then rinse it and launder it. So rinse it away and launder it. So I'm just going to put it right on. Wait a minute. I mean, seriously, shake it first, Stacy. Just, you know, for best results, shake. I don't know. I'm really nervous for some reason, you guys. I really want this to work. This feels dried out. Wait, there's some. So I'm just putting it directly on those initials. They sell bigger bottles. But I didn't want to get like a gallon of this stuff until I tried it, right? I mean, I think the laundry guy is nice, but I never trust anybody. I gotta try it. I gotta try everything. I want to try it. Okay. So I've basically traced the outline of the letters, and now I'm gonna oh, is it lightning for real? No. Can't be that quick. And then I don't know how much, like, how much do you put on it? Will it start to go away as I'm brushing it, or will it only go away once you rinse? I have questions that were not answered in the instructions. Of course, they weren't answered. I don't know how it could bleed through. It's barely going through this fabric. So, nothing yet. Gently rub stain with applicator brush. Launder or rinse thoroughly. Rinse applicator brush between uses. Okay. How long do I do this? That's another question, like how long do I scrub it with the applicator brush? It's foaming a bit. Why do I feel like that J is breaking up? Hang on. Okay, it's starting to break through the other side. Maybe that's what we need to do, is get it through the whole thing here so it goes through. Am I scrubbing sarcastically? Maybe. Maybe a little bit. See? You can't see. Okay. It's coming through a little bit more, but it's still not like coming through all the way. Here, let's give it the best chance we can and make sure it soaks through. Oop. I'm really surprised this isn't, oh, wait, it does drip out. Okay, drip out. There we go. Okay. It's starting to be wet all the way through. Look at that. You see the color on here? Maybe it is working. Wait a second. I wonder if when I go wash it, if that's going to be the trick here. So I'll be honest. This ain't looking like it's, well, maybe the J's looks like it lightened up a bit. I don't know. All right, I think I've scrubbed it enough. I am going to take it in the other room and I am going to wash it with some soap and water and get it rinsed out completely to see if that does the trick. Fingers crossed, because, you know, let's hope it works. Okay, you guys. So I don't think so. I don't think so. Like, I don't think that's better. Anyone think that's better? Maybe, I don't know. I'm wondering if it wasn't too set in. Like, I have no idea how long this stain has been there. Now I kind of want to put Sharpie on my t-shirt and see how it works. I'm not gonna. I am going to put the cleaner on that Tupperware though. And then I think what I'll do is put like plastic wrap around it to keep it from drying out so it has a good chance to soak in to try and get that ink off. And I'm wondering, now this stuff said you don't have to water this or wet this. You shouldn't wet the surface before you clean it. So like I can't do any more to this now. But I'm wondering if I left that on a stain. Like if I just put it on there and did the same thing. Like took some, what's that stuff? That Glad Press and Seal stuff. And like stuck it around it. To keep it from like drying out. If that would work. It didn't work. We tried though. Well, I don't know. Is it faded a little bit? Doesn't it look like the J is slightly less? And you would think because it's wet, it should be darker. But maybe I'm just being really optimistically hopeful because sometimes I'm a little too optimistic. I know that's a peril, but I get really optimistic and I think it's going to be great. And you guys have been there and you've seen sometimes it's not great. But I don't know. I think this is going to be it for today because unfortunately I have to get ready to go to Vintage. Not unfortunately that I'm going to Vintage Junkie tomorrow. I have to get ready to go to Vintage Junkie tomorrow. I have to find a couple pieces. I want to put a few new pieces in there. And I want to go sing happy birthday to my daughter's slumber party friend. So, you know, there's all these little things in the summer that kind of get in the way of doing what I want to do. Like, I also want to paint a buffet today. And I can't. I had to go to like, that thing's got to go. I can't go to the paper anymore. That part has to go. It's really cutting into my work time. And I don't like it. But anyway. I'm really sad that this wasn't better. Like, he was so positive that it's going to work. Still scraping at it. No. You know what I'm going to do? I'm I'm gonna let it dry. I'm gonna let this dry. And we're gonna try that. We're gonna let it sit. I'm gonna put it on there and I'm gonna let it sit. But I gotta let this dry first. I don't want to put it through a dryer, so we're gonna let it air dry. But then I'm gonna put it on there and just let it sit for, I don't know, a few hours, overnight, something, to try and let it get the best opportunity to get into the fibers that might be still holding on to color and all that stuff. So the ink did not go through to this side when I was cleaning. So that was also optimistically thinking that that was ink. It's not ink. Darn. Really wanted that to be gone. I think this is a gorgeous quilt. This has got the, I don't know what these patterns are. I'm so not knowledgeable in what quilt patterns are. I know Sunbonnet Sue, and I know the wedding ring pattern. I know this has a name, but isn't it charming? Look at the vintage fabrics on it and the color choices that somebody's grandma went, you know what, pink and yellow. Very sunny, just like flowers, you know. And I just think it's just, when I bought it, I was in love with it. I think I'd just keep it. I'll just keep it. I'll just keep it. If I can't get this out and we can't sell it, we can't move it on, it'll become mine, I think. Because I don't care if it's got somebody's initial. Hell, my last name is a C. So I'll just say it was like my great-grandma or something. Or Jeff's great-grandma. I'll just lie. What's the problem? If it rescues this quilt, I don't really care. But I feel like this quilt is too pretty to let someone cut it up. So if that's like the option is to drop the price and make it a cutter quilt, that's not an option. It's too pretty. It doesn't deserve that. So I'm going to let this dry. We will try one more time and let it sit. And if that doesn't work, it'll go on my spare bed. It'll look really pretty in that gray room. I don't keep too many of the things I find. You guys know that. Most of the stuff I buy is to be moved on to its proper place, to somebody who's going to love it. I mean, I think these are pretty and I think things are good quality and in good condition, but ultimately my goal is to find the right home. Like, I love when somebody gets so excited and they see a piece like this and they're like, I have to have it. I'm like, yes, you do. I found your mommy. I found her. Yeah, don't come at me in the comments. It won't help. I talk to my freaking plants. George is doing great, by the way, guys. George looks amazing. He's got flowers. He's going to have a tomato soon. Yes, I named my plants. And I'm pretty sure my dog has human qualities. Come at me in the comments. I don't care. It won't help. My husband, for 29 years, has tried to convince me that the plants have no idea who I am. But I know they know me. My trees know me. You have to name them. You have to name your trees or they'll die. And my quilt will find the right mommy. It might be me. It may have already found the right mommy. Because it's just so pretty, guys. It's too beautiful. It is way too beautiful to let someone cut it up. And it's practical. It's useful still. So we're not cutting it up just because of a little ink. So, all right. I will show you the results, though. I will come back and show you guys the results. I'm going to try it again. I'm also going to try the Tupperware. And I will come back and I will tell you, I will show you if it worked or not. So, yeah. And next, we're going to tackle some other stains. And I'm going to show you how my grandma taught me to do it and some of the tricks the laundry guy says should work. Although my grandma is out batting the laundry guy. Grandma June knew what she was talking about. Anyway, love you guys. Happy chunking. Bye.
Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.